clients love to be heard. I totally believe that because for me to go into the space of integrative and functional medicine, I was once a client. And I walk into the space of a doctor's office and I'm talking, but I'm like, you're not hearing me. You're
Yeah.
telling me to be a mental health specialist, or you think that I have an infection or something of the sort. And that's not the case.
Mm,
And I used to feel bad because in my head, I'd ask myself, if this is me, a healthcare worker, not being understood or heard,
mm,
what about a client? What is this how they usually experience us?
mhm.
And I remember I was going through something called for us it would be IBS. For the common layman would be stomach ulcers, what people know H. pylori, all that stuff. So I had it for about 4 years, and I was very small. I was about a size 4'6", which is a very small girl. So I was about 45 kgs. And I was on a very limited diet. I'm not eating this, I'm not eating that. And the root cause of all these things happening was because of my lifestyle. I was stressed a lot because I remember it started just during internship. And you know how internship happens. You're always on call, you've been on shift for 48 hours, and you're not stopping. So I got sick. And for 4 good years, I was always taking, omeprazole and all these Malox, and diet was restricted. So of course, I lost a lot of weight. So after the 4 years, I was like, at some point, Jackie, I don't think you want to live like this for the rest of your life. You're always out here prescribing for clients. Take this, take this, take this. And sometimes there are so many, you don't even look at their face, you don't even know who they are or anything like that. So I was like, Jackie, no, you can't live like this for the rest of your life, where you're on a restricted diet of rice, cabbage, and boiled chicken, and
Mm.
you're not enjoying anything else. And that is how I quit my government job and decided I need to go figure out what is wrong with my stomach and what's going on. And so that's how I ended up in this healthcare space of looking at clients from a holistic approach. And there's nothing as fulfilling as that. Despite how long you may follow someone, at some point they follow. So, cutting story short, I am now doing very well. I eat healthily. I stopped being a size 4. Now I am a size 10. This is many years later on, but that's what got me into the practice of looking at clients holistically.
Mhm.
So I don't know, from your perspective, Doc, what made you decide now I'm going this route?
Mine was quite interesting. First of all, I must say I love your story. I love your story, Jackie, because for you to fully understand a process, you have to somehow be part of it. You cannot be removed from it and still expect yourself to understand what's going on. So I'm really glad that you were in the process and you realized that, hey, there's something here that I need to fix. So you found your passion that way, and congratulations. Mine is I actually did internal medicine. Let's start with the internal medicine part. I did it
Okay.
because I did not want to be woken up at night to do a scan. I didn't want to deal with children. Okay, so it was like elimination. And I know I'm very good at doing exams and reading and stuff. So I was like, I'll internal medicine. And I went into it.
Yes.
I actually did it in Aga Khan.
Mhm.
And after that, there were these scholarships being given. So one of my mentors has done diabetes and endocrinology, and he kind of mentored me into that path. But at the same time, I have had polycystic ovarian syndrome since like
Oh.
forever. And I wanted to understand myself better. So that's why I went into endocrinology and diabetes, because
Mhm.
I myself have a problem that is related to the endocrinology side. So it's pretty much a lot like yours. But the funny thing is that I realize now that I was still kind of in denial. I never took it seriously, even though I knew I had PCOS. I only started taking it seriously this year and taking medications and being like, okay, this is it. These are the changes I have to make in my life. And the difference has just been incredible. And that's why I understand it when patients find it difficult to make certain changes in their lives, or because sometimes you're just in denial. It's not a perfect journey as a patient. It's not a perfect situation. It might take you years to get where you want to get. And personally, for me, I'm finally at that point where I can say, I think I am finally getting the PCOS under control all these years later, even though I am somebody who's specialized in that field and I treat people in that field. But it's always been a journey of trying to self improve and getting better. So yeah, it's also personal for me as well.
Ah, nice. I love the concept of how we are looking at health as a journey because most of us, and even when we're in school, we are taught about how we take a pill for every ill. Like it's, I have a headache, I have a maramoja. I have a stomachache, I take this. I have this, I take this. So there is no journey of actually finding out what is going on and
Mhm.
when did it start, to the in between, to the how it continues to when it stops. And most people look at doctors as fixers. Like
Mm.
if they come and you're not fixing their issue, or they've not felt an improvement within, I don't know, 3 months of saying, they're like, "Hapana, I need a
Ah, huyu
second,
hapana.
third, fifth.
Mm.
Yeah, we are doing mini anafana. I need another opinion. I need, and sometimes people don't understand. Maybe your healing journey and your healing process is just slowly by slowly.
Mm.
Now, but is that also the work, let me call it work or homework that your doctor gives you, most of us don't end up doing it. You come back and you say, the things you told me to do, I have not done. So when you find you sit with the client for that 1 hour, for that 30 minutes, is
Mhm.
when you discover hata hakuanza kitu ndio ulimwambia. They already, but they are complaining that they've not seen any positive change.
Mhm.
So it is a health journey.